few of us from the Social Media Club at AU visited Resolve, a nonprofit located here in DC, to talk about all the cool things they've been up to.
Am I looking at you? Am I looking at you?
Look at the camera.
So, Resolve is a DC-based advocacy organization, and our focus is specifically on bringing attention and political action to address the violence of a rebel army in Central Africa called the Lord's Resistance Army.
I heard that in the past couple weeks it's been a really exciting time for Resolve. What's been going on?
Yeah, so just about a week and a half ago, there was a really historic and monumental announcement from President Obama that he was going to be sending 100 advisors to Central Africa.
Why have we sent 100 trainers and advisors to Central Africa, particularly Uganda, to help finalize the defeat of the Lord's Resistance Army, one of the most brutal, heinous terrorist organizations on the planet that has been going around for 15, 20 years and literally kidnapping children, killing their parents, raping their brothers and sisters, and impressing them into conflict. I've been up to northern Uganda, to Gulu, during the height of the conflict. I held a 1-month-old child who was left for dead on the side of the road where her family was slaughtered and her brothers taken off to fight. That is one of the most brutal, horrific conflicts on the planet.
And nothing like this has really ever been done by a U.S. president before. We haven't seen action like this ever before. And it's really a result of that bill that passed last year and then the movement in Washington to actually turn that bill into action.
Alright, we're here with Becky Dale from Resolve. Hi Becky.
Hello.
Someone told me recently about this thing called the Crisis Tracker.
Yeah.
You know, and can you talk about that and really, what is crisis mapping and how is that helpful for your guys' movement?
The Crisis Tracker is a phenomenal new tool and it's really groundbreaking. It is an online map and it's interactive and it documents exactly where and when the LRA is attacking. Just from a story standpoint, we know where the LRA is, but then in our policy and advocacy work, we also can then bring this information to our policymakers and to our national leaders and show them exactly what the LRA is doing.
In my skirt and my shirt with the sleeves in the dirt, all the hurts.
We're college students. Why should we care about this? I mean, this is something that's going on half a world away. And there's so much need here in our own community, in our own country. Why is this particular conflict something we should care about?
We see ourselves as citizens of a global community and really seeing past the boundaries of nation states or of ethnicity or race or religion, but really seeing the need to promote human rights. And that is a big aspect of this conflict, is that these people that have been attacked by the LRA, the system has failed them. Governments that are supposed to protect civilians have failed them. And these agreed upon understandings of universal human rights have not been adhered to for the people affected by the LRA. So I think as a whole, we as human beings need to do everything we can to promote human rights all over the globe, because in the end that affects us. It says something about what we believe we deserve when we're protecting those same rights for other fellow human beings.
Can you tell us, we are from American University, so we're college students. What can we do as college students to, help support this effort and to even do what we can to help bring this conflict to an end?
Yeah, it's an issue that's situated really away from us. It's literally half a world away, and so sometimes it seems like we're really far removed. But there's a lot that people can do here in the United States to bring this conflict to an end. It's been going on for 25 years, and it's the least reported conflict And there's been so many gross humanitarian violations that we are working really hard to bring those to an end. And we're doing it through the US government. So by creating policy that is mandating US action alongside all of these other countries to end that, then we're hoping that this will bring a sustainable future to these people. And so in order to achieve policy, of course, we need advocacy, and that is where students like you can come in. We need you to meet representatives and your senators, write letters, phone their offices, and basically just continue telling the story of these people and pushing for effective policy measures that will bring the conflict to an end.
Movement and resolve. And bonjour.
Hello. Bonjour. Comment
ça
ça
va?
va?
Ça bien. Is that right?
Ça va.
Ça va.
Didn't know you guys were here.
We're just hanging out, filming Becky.
Oh, good.
And you?
Sorry for interrupting. I'm going to a meeting over at Enough. And then, and my slippers. Don't record that. I forgot that I had a meeting outside the office today.
It's cold.
And then I'm going to work from home. Okay? Back to that. Paul, you ready?
All right, 1 second.
Something don't feel right.